Hello, folks. This is going to be my first go through of a creative task. So I'm just going to bob up there the chord sequence. This is going to be chord sequence. I'm going to take this chord sequence and I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to do something with it, do the best I can within the time. So, I'm going to probably, relatively speaking, get started. The chords that are down there aren't necessarily all correct at the moment. So the first thing I'm going to do is do what I told you to do. And basically, go through this. Looking at the chords there, we're in G major. Okay, first and foremost, we're in G major. Okay, so that's the first thing I've worked out. 1 sharp, G major, job's a good one. I've already got the chords for G major there. So I am just going to kill that. So I'm in G major. The relative minor of G major is E minor. So I'm going to then fill in the relative minor, like so. And I'm doing this live so you can see how long it takes. Okay, so that's E minor done. The dominant is D major, not E major. So the dominant we might go to is D major. Which has 2 sharps. Okay, that's probably enough for the moment. Now, just so you can see that on the screen constantly, now obviously you wouldn't do it this way yourself. I'll just get rid of that. That is perfectly fine. Okay, export, create PDF. Chords 1. Selection. This is just so you can see it. Alrighty, okay. Just let me quickly add that. Properties. Go into here. This isn't counted in my time, by the way. Just so you're aware. Okay, there's that. You don't have to worry about this. All I'm doing is basically for the webcast, just selecting what I want you to be able to see on that screen. I just need to set up a region. There we go. Okay, set it up. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. Okay, 1 second. I just need to do that again. This is not part of time. Okay, not part of time. That was why. So there's the chords I'll be using. You can hopefully see that now. Yeah, we're 5 minutes in, so I'm going to give myself 45 minutes from now. So they're the chords I've got. G. The piece of music we've got is in G major. And yeah, so we're in G major. I've got my chords there, and I've got E minor for my relative minor, and I've got my dominant of D major. So I've got the chords I might want to use in those different keys. So what I told you to do was decide on some kind of style. Okay. So start up a new Cubase project. Here we go. Okie dokie. So, add instrument track. What style am I going to be working in? I am going to do this as club dance because I'm in a dance kind of club kind of mood thing. So, I'm going to start off with strings, synthesized strings, almighty strings. Nope, that's nasty. Go for that for the moment. I might end up changing that. This is just to stick my chord sequence in. So the chord sequence that we got given initially was G, D, E minor, C. Okay. So I want to make sure that I actually G, A minor, B minor. So I'm filling in the chords here. C major, D major, E minor. So I'm just filling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E minor. Let's stick in the 7 just in case. That one there can be G over B, first inversion. This one here can be 2B7. So, because obviously we said chord 2 might be, so that A minor 7, but over C. The D, I'm going to have a secondary dominant above here. So the D is D, E, F, G, A. So an A7 chord. Okay. E minor there. I'm going to have E, F, G, A, B. So I'm going to have a B7 there. And this one here, I might as well just have E minor over G. Okay, so I've now got my chords, okay, that I want to use. I'm in G, D, E minor, C. Okay, I've currently used about 3 minutes of my time. Okay, so G, zoom in here, G, D, E minor, C, I think it was. Let's have a listen. Now I'm going to change the tempo. I'm gonna up it a little bit. So tempo track, I want it a little bit quicker. I want it kind of 135, just to kind of make it a little bit more dancey, a bit quicker. Okay, so I've got my initial kind of 4 chords in there. Then what am I going to do? Well, it's going to be dance music. So here we go. Now I'm going to do things now. I probably won't talk as much as usual. Just you'll see what I'm doing, and I will try and kind of explain as much as I can. But I want to make sure I get it done in the time. So. Cool. Okay. add some kind of synth bass at this point. Maybe house bass, if there's anything like house bass in that club. Go for that one. Annoyingly, I seem to have a bit of a latency issue. That's all right. Cool. So listen. So I'm adding a bass part, which is just a kind of offbeat rhythm. So it's on 2 and 4. Bunk, 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 bunk. So drums next. Cool. So add something. One sec. Cool. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Annoyingly. 1 second. Annoyingly, my audio driver has crashed on Cubase. So just 1 second. Don't worry. This wouldn't be continued in your time. If anything went wrong, it wouldn't be your fault. Creative task example 1. I think you can still hear me on the video. I just need to quickly restart Cubase. Anything like that happens, don't worry. It's not going to be off your time. That doesn't mean you can turn the computer off on purpose and then claim that you need more time. Okie dokie. Let me just quickly restart Cubase and then we'll just continue. So I've started adding in bass and I've started adding in drums because it's club music. I would start with drums and then kind of bass and then on top of my chords. This is all kind of introduction. I haven't really got into the main bit now. And we're about I think I'm about 8 minutes in. I think I started about six minutes. So if I count that little bit of time, I'm probably about 9 minutes in. And I've got an okay thing going on here. No, me driver's still playing silly beggars. Okay. Let's try that. Right, you're not going to be able to hear me for a couple of seconds just while I just restart this. Extremely annoying. I need to restart that again then, don't we? Cool. Again, no idea what happened there, but it's just deciding to play silly. Anything like this does happen. Like I said, it doesn't get included on your time. So currently I've probably lost a couple of minutes. So hopefully it will work this time. Just by restarting things. Here we go. Cool. Get back to where we were. Okay. Obviously, I'm going for standard, generic, cheesy club music. Okay, just cheesy, standard dance music. I've already got a little bit of structural stuff going on. Obviously, I've not got everything starting at once, which is useful, I suppose. So now I'll add something else. 'Tis not what I want. No. Why not? Let's try that. Cool. That's extremely cheesy, so that's kind of what we want. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do-do. Just changing the ends of those notes to make sure that everything is correct. You might notice I'm overlapping, so the actual chord, it's not changing straight away, just to do with the rhythm. I just think it sounded better. So, not something I'd usually do, but in this case it sounded good, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm adding in some kind of melody thing here. I've set up a loop, okay, of that section, so I'm going to kind of play until I like something, which might take a little while, but what am I on? 26 minutes in, minus 10 minutes from that, so I've had 16 minutes. Okay, I'm a third of the way there. Okay, kind of know what I want to do now. Do some volume changes here. I want to fade out that little chord bit there and just fade it out there. Okay. dance music. Doodle. Can't even play that fast. Okay, let's click it in then. Yep. Different section now. Different section. Okie dokie. That's fine for the moment. I make that I've got about 5 minutes left, so I need to be very quick now. I'm trying to do a second section, which is probably too much to do in this case. Probably only got a couple of minutes now. I think about time. Okay. I might have gone slightly over, but I got slightly handicapped by the computer breaking partway through. Just to chat you through a couple of things. You'll notice that I went through some things, and there were some things you just had to make quick choices. There was something in a little part here that wasn't quite right. I think there was some kind of little seventh thing. That D is wrong, but imagine that this was what I did. Okay, I had two separate sections. I actually had kind of, that section was in E minor, so I did have like a down there. You'll see the E minor. I did have a chord change, a key change. Sorry. Let's just kind of have a listen to it. It's by no means perfect, but you can't ever get perfection. You just go with what you got. You'll note that with club dance, there's less stuff to do with chords. So there's quite a lot of stuff to do with the rest of the stuff, all the other bits and bobs and the structure. But we'll look at the grading criteria in a minute, and we'll just kind of go through that and see where we are. Let's have a listen. Here we are. Finished piece number 1. Okay, so that's the first little section. If we just kind of have a look at the marking criteria, okay? If we look down the bottom end, stimulus is used imaginatively. So we chose the chord sequence, which was 4 chords. Used imaginatively, piece has a strong sense of style. Personally, I'd say that it has got a strong sense of style. Whether or not the use is imaginative, you never know. Musical ideas contain individuality and are developed effectively throughout the piece. Okay, you can be the judge of that. The structure supports a good balance of unity and variety. Okay, and there's effective use of the resource. So, unity and variety. Okay, hopefully there is unity. There's quite a lot of use of the chords, but there is other stuff going on. The dance music goes out, it comes back in again. It has a stereotypical kind of drop. We then do have another section going on with kind of a modulation and stuff like that. If we look through to quality of written communication, recording outcome shows some stylistic understanding contains some convincing passages, or it's communicated musically and stylishly. I think it sounds quite good. Recorded outcomes contain musical shaping, articulation, dynamic shading. Okay, all appropriate to the resource and style. So the style, I think it's appropriate to the resource and style. I would say there's other things you could do, but in 45 minutes, you're not going to get much more done, I would say, probably than that. So I'm relatively okay with that. I think probably 22, 21 maybe for that. And hopefully I would say 13 for that. So 21's 35, 36. Okay, I'd say. Which would be a high mark. Again, I'd say it's definitely over a 30. So yeah, let's just listen to the second half, and then we'll finish this video. I think it's not too bad. Not too bad. There's a few things I might do differently, but it's a creative task. That's example number 1 with chord sequence. I think I'm going to do set of words next. So again, chose a style, use the chords. This one didn't use huge amounts of stuff, but I did go into E minor and then use some chords in E minor. We had E minor, we had C major being used, chord 6. We also had D major being used, chord 7. So 1, 6, 7. So we used some of the chords in E minor and we modulated, which is good. I think this one's done for the moment. And I will see you when I go through set of words. I think it is next for me. Bye.